On top of a prison sentence, the ICC could also order former President Duterte to pay damages to drug war victims if he is convicted. But where will the funds for reparations come from? Gerg Cahiles reports.
The families of those killed under the Duterte administration's war on drugs continue to cry for justice. Now that the case is in the hands of the ICC, they're hoping for a guilty verdict on charges of crimes against humanity.
We believe that ICC will give us a fair and thorough investigation, hindi bias sa mga pamilya, hindi bias sa ekonomiko, hindi bias sa totoong karapatang pagtao ng talaga na natin pinaglalaban.
But aside from imprisonment, the court may also order reparations or compensation for drug war victims. Where will the funds for these reparations come from? According to ICC guidelines, prosecutors will submit to the court a list of the accused assets, in this case, former President Duterte's, which can be frozen based on financial investigations. If sufficient grounds exist, the ICC chamber may order the freezing of the defendant's asset to fund reparations for the victims.
No, it's not necessary for victims to strictly participate in the proceedings for them to qualify for reparation. The reparation order will be issued after the conviction, and there will be another application process for it.
But how much is the former president's net worth? Duterte's 2017 Statement of Assets, Liabilities, and Net Worth, or SALN, listed his net worth at 28.54 million pesos. This was his last publicly available SALN before he stepped down in 2022. The Office of the Ombudsman has since prohibited the public disclosure of the SALNs of the President, Vice President, and constitutional officials without a court order. Former Senator Antonio Trillanes previously accused Duterte and his daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, of having a joint account worth over 2 billion pesos. An allegation that remains unproven to this day since Duterte refused to sign a waiver under the Philippine Bank Secrecy Law.
Reparation will depend on whether or not the convicted will still have the assets. And we are already hearing that the Duterte family has been dissipating these assets. So if they don't have those assets at the end of by the time of the conviction, it's possible that reparations will be very small and will only come from voluntary contributions to other states.
We're very much interested not only in the disclosure of assets of the President Duterte, but hopefully of the Duterte clan.
Yeah.
Because Sara Duterte herself is facing charges, allegations of misappropriation of public funds.
Since the Philippines is no longer a member of the ICC, the court cannot directly order the government to freeze Duterte's assets. Duterte's ally and lawyer, attorney Salvador Panelo, has previously insisted that there are no accounts to freeze since the former president has no money. However, Malacanang has stated that it will leave the decision to the Anti-Money Laundering Council, or AMLAC, should the ICC rule in favor of freezing Duterte's assets. Gerg Cahiles, Billionaire News Channel.